Welcome to another video in this daily algorithm series. In this video, we want to solve the problem missing number in unsorted. So let us read and understand the context. It says, assume we're given an unsorted array of numbers such as this, which is this number. We are told that when the array is sorted, there is a series of n consecutive numbers. You are given a lower bound and an upper bound for this sequence. There is one consecutive number missing and we need to find it. As an example, look at the below example. We're told that the lower bound is 1 and the upper bound is 9. I want you to pay attention to this. The number that's missing in the unsorted series bounded by these two numbers is 8. Alright, so there's something we need to understand here. They've given us an array, right? And they also gave us the lower bound and the upper bound. So what this means is this is going to be the lowest number we are going to find in the list. And this is going to be the highest number we are going to find in the list, and they are telling us that there is a missing number. But there's a condition down here. If you look at it, it says here's a challenge. Can you find the missing number in O of n time? Can you do this without sorting? Alright, I'm going to show you the trick to solve this problem. So if you look at this, you will notice that the missing number is 8. And now they don't want us to sort this number because you can just sort and you're going to count from start to the end, and whereby one of the number plus 1 is not equal to the next one, you can easily fish out this is the missing number. But here's the trick. What I'm going to do to solve this solution is, since I have the lower bound and the upper bound, what I'm going to do is to create a series of number from the lower bound to the upper bound, which is going to give me the total. So what I want to do next is to sum all this given array. The next thing I will do is to deduct these given numbers, the total sum of these given numbers, from this series of number I already generated. Okay guys, let us see it in action. So guys, I'm going to copy everything and go to my VS Code, and I'm going to create a file, and I'll call this missing in unsorted. Okay, then I want to paste everything. Okay, oh sorry, I'm actually copying the JavaScript one, so I'm going to change this to Python. This should be Python, and I'm going to copy and paste everything here. Alright, so the first thing I want to do here is to calculate the total. So I need an helper function who's going to do that for me. So let me write the helper function quickly. So I'm going to create the name of my function as calculate total sum. So this is going to give me like a series of the numbers from lower bound to the higher bound. Okay, so it's going to take the lower bound and it's going to take the upper bound. Okay, so remember this should return an int. So let me just add type here. Okay, so I'm going to set total, which is equals to 0. So I'm going to do while the low is less than or equal to the upper. I want to add every value to my total, this variable that has been declared here. So it's going to be while low is less than or equal to the upper. I'm going to do total plus equal to the low. Okay, and I also need to increment the low, so it's going to be low plus equals to 1. Then I want to return the total. Okay, good. So I'm going to remove this. Remove this one. All right. So this is going to return an integer, which is the total, right? So I'm going to call the function and pass in the lower bound, also pass in the upper bound. Okay, so this is going to give me what? The total. The next thing I want us to do is to sum every item in this given array. Okay, so I'm going to use a for loop. So for num in the array, so I'm going to do I'm going to create a variable temp total, and temp total will just be plus equals to the num. Okay, so I need to declare this for time. So I'm going to declare this which is equals to 0. Alright, so guys, this is it. I believe this is going to work, so let me run this. Okay, this is the total, right? So to get the final answer, so I'm going to set the difference. So the difference, which is going to be the total minus the temp total. So I'm going to return the difference. Okay, I'm going to return the difference. Or we can just remove this line and return this. This is also the same thing. Okay, so I need to move this function in scope. Okay, so I'm going to run this and see, hopefully it should work. I'm going to run and waiting for my result. Okay, one test failed. So guys, we have an error. It says missing in unsorted is not defined. So okay, I think the problem is from them, where we copy the code from. So I'm going to replace the main function as this. Okay, good. So now let me run again. I'm going to run. Okay, we have another test that is failing. Okay, the reason why it failed is there's a problem with this function here. So I am supposed to return the total when the loop has been completed. So I'm going to give it back like this. So I'm going to move it back. So I'm going to move it back like this. Alright, so let me run again. Let me clear my console. I'm going to run again. Excellent, you can see we have passed the test. Okay, let me copy everything and go to the platform. So I'm going to copy the solution and copy it to the platform. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so I'm going to run, expecting my result on the console. Okay, there's an error. Missing. Okay, the same error, missing in unsorted. Okay, I think this is their own problem. I think they need to check their code before deploying. So I'm going to run again. Excellent, you can see we have passed this test. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Okay, let us look at what is going on here. I think this is pretty straightforward. I do not need to debug what is going on. So this is creating, this part of the code is creating a series of number from the lower bound up to the upper bound. Okay, so it's going to sum everything and return the total. So now we have the array here. Let me give some space. So we have the array here. We are looping through the given array, and what we are doing here is to sum the total of what they've given to us in this array. So at the end of everything, we want to deduct the total of the array they're giving to us with the total which was generated. So the difference is the missing number. So guys, this is pretty straightforward. Thank you very much for watching, I'm going to see you in another video.